Are you tired? Are you finally tired of getting a grade back on your test and the grade is absolutely terrible? This was not what you wanted to achieve at all. You failed. You come home, you tell your parents are disappointed, and you feel like it's over. You're stuck. You're stuck in this never-ending loop of just dropping absolutely shit performances in your tests, getting shit marks, and you just can't seem to improve. You can't seem to achieve the top grades like everyone else in your class, the smart people who barely even try, but they're coming with the A stars, the 9s, the 8s, whatever. And you're finally deciding that you want to make a change. And the fact that you are watching this video right now tells me that you want to make a change and you want to become that academic weapon this year. Because this year is important for you. You might be doing your GCSEs, you might be doing your A-levels, your year 12 to get your UCAS predicted, and you have to make a change because you can't afford to get a shit grade again. Well, I'm going to tell you everything that I think is important to help you become an academic weapon. Become so good at school, so good at education, where you start to enjoy it because you're getting the good results and you feel satisfied with your performances. Because I'm sure a lot of you are feeling very unsatisfied. You're setting yourself goals, but you just can't seem to reach them. And that's exactly why this video is going to help you. So let's get straight into it. Now, the very first thing that you need to understand is you need to set yourself a time to wake up and a time to sleep. If you are incapable of being able to wake up every single day at the same time, relatively early in the morning, depending on your routine, how far you have to go to school, whatever, then this video is not for you. Because in order to become an academic weapon, you need to build consistency. And this is how you're going to build that consistency: by waking up every single day, maybe a bit later on the weekends, but still relatively early, to build that consistency in order to help you have more time in the day to work towards your goal of academic success. So plan it. Decide, I'm going to wake up at 5 a.m. every single day now. I'm going to wake up at 6 a.m. and I'm going to sleep by maximum 10 p.m. Do it. Obviously, you have to decide yourself. You have to decide how much time you want in the day, how much extra effort you need to put in order to become an academic weapon. Because everyone is different and you need to decide yourself. So decide now. Pause the video. Decide what time you're going to wake up tomorrow. Because there's no such thing as, I'll wait until next week to start working. I'll wait until Monday. I'll wait until next month, whatever. Start tomorrow. Start now. Pick a time that you're going to sleep and pick a time that you're going to wake up and stick to it and build that consistency. You need to reduce your screen time as well. You're spending far too much time on your phone, far too much time on TikTok, scrolling endlessly. Do you even remember the last 5 TikToks that you've watched? The last 5 Instagram reels you watched? No. So what was the point? What was the point of you spending so much time on your phone aimlessly scrolling when you could have spent that time towards your goal, towards becoming an academic weapon? So what you need to do is go through a digital detox. Stop chasing fake dopamine on your phone and start chasing real dopamine. What is real dopamine? Real dopamine is you working on yourself and being happy because you are improving as a person every single day. You're going out into the world as a better person. Start to seek happiness through yourself, through the development of your character as a person. That is what real dopamine is. So set yourself a screen time on your apps. Maybe delete the apps. Maybe you don't need TikTok anymore. But I understand. You might enjoy watching TikTok. It's a pastime, a source of entertainment. But just set yourself a screen time. Do you really need to be spending that much time every single day on TikTok? Spend less time. So make sure you are able to have the discipline, not the motivation. This is key, not the motivation, the discipline, in order to put your phone down and start working. And let's talk about the difference between motivation and discipline. Motivation is a short burst of energy you have to work towards your goal. Temporary. You're working towards your goal because you feel motivated, but next week you might not be motivated. What then? You're going to start working towards your goal? No. That's why you're going to build discipline. Discipline is when you're doing the work, doing things when you don't want to. You might be motivated to go to the gym. You might be going every single day because you want to work on yourself, and that's the dopamine. That's good dopamine. But that's not discipline. Discipline is when you're going to the gym when you don't want to. Discipline is when you're working hard towards your education when you don't want to. Build discipline because motivation is temporary. So put down your phone and have the discipline to work hard. Now, the third thing that you need to do is build a schedule. Build a schedule for your daily activities, because you need to balance your social life, your education, your fitness, health, whatever it is that you are doing in your life. So build a schedule which allows you to balance this. How are you going to build this schedule? First of all, this is why I told you to decide on the time that you're going to wake up and sleep, because now you have laid the foundation of your day, how much time you have, and start to divide the time up so that you can fit in all of the activities that you want to do during your day, excluding only education. Now, I'm not saying build a timetable. In my opinion, a timetable and a schedule is very different. A timetable is very specific. So you're going to do maths 1 hour after school, 4:30 to 5:30, and then English 6 to 7. That's what a timetable is. A schedule is a bit broader. You're going to work from 4:30 to 7 after school, and then 7 to 8 you're going to spend going to the gym. You haven't really picked what you're going to spend your time studying, because I think it's important to be able to adapt a bit during your day, because every single day is different. Every single day is not going to be the same. You go into the work field, you go into the work environment, you ask your fellow colleague, you ask someone, what does a typical day in your working life look like? And they will say one thing: no typical day is the same. No working day is the same. Everything is always different. You have to be able to adapt to the situation. Maybe you have a chemistry test tomorrow, but your schedule today is maths and English. What are you going to do? That's why it's important to build a schedule and not a timetable, and be able to find a balance between all the things in your life. So if you guys are struggling to make a schedule, you want a more detailed video, drop a comment and I'll definitely get to it. In order to become an academic weapon, you need to be surrounded by academic weapons. If a non-gambler becomes friends with 4 other gamblers, the likelihood is that eventually the non-gambler will gamble. If someone that doesn't play football becomes friends with 4 people that play football, the likelihood is that they will start to play football. Identify the people in your school, your working environment, that are working hard and that you know will achieve the success that you are chasing yourself. Become friends with these people and you will start to learn from them. You will pick up habits from them, because a non-studier that becomes friends with 4 studiers, a non-academic weapon that becomes friends with 4 academic weapons, will become an academic weapon. So make your choices wisely when it comes to friends. Now, there is no academic success without organization. Organize your schoolwork, organize your homework, organize everything in your life. Set important deadlines in your calendars, important dates, important events, everything. I use the Apple Calendar on my phone and I try and plan out basically my whole life. If I'm going out with my friends one day, I'll put that in my calendar. If I have homework for maths this day, I'll put it in my calendar. If I have exams this day, I'll put it in my calendar. If I have holidays, half term, I put it in my calendar. Because this helps me plan my future steps. Because I know what's going to happen. I know what's going to happen next week, tomorrow, the week after, the next week, next month, next year. I know everything. And this allows me to plan my steps perfectly to help create my to-do lists every single day to help me make the most out of my day. So start to become organized, because without organization, this journey towards your academic success will be difficult. Now, the last thing I want to talk about is this feeling of want. You will have to want this so much that it should feel like a need. If you don't want these results enough, you will not get them. You need to find a reason why you want to achieve this success. Why is it that you want to work hard and get to the point that you're hoping to get to? Why do you want to become an academic weapon? For me, it's so that I'm able to make my parents proud. I'm able to get a good job. I'm able to make some decent money and make my parents proud. Making my parents proud is the reason I'm doing all this, because they've worked so hard their entire lives to get me to the point where I am today, and I'm very grateful. And I have to do something back to show that what they have done has been worth it. All the pain, all the struggles that they've been through has been worth it. And I make sure I have this remind me every single day so that I don't slack. When I'm slacking, I think about why I want to do it and I get working again. Find a reason. This can be a personal reason. This can be the same reason as me. You might be doing it for yourself. Find a reason and make sure you don't forget the reason. Keep reminding yourself continuously so that you're able to work hard every single day. And these steps that I've just talked about, these things, if you're able to incorporate this into your daily life, I feel like you will become an academic weapon. You will be so good at school, so good at education. You will start to feel good about yourself. You will start to feel more confident. So definitely take aboard the advice that I'm giving, because I promise you, if I had known these things earlier, right now I'd be in an even better position. Not to say that I'm not in a good position, but I'd be in an even better position. So definitely incorporate these into your life, into your educational journey. And thank you very much for watching the video. Make sure you like and subscribe. I hope that this video has been useful, and if it has, share it to someone who wants to become an academic weapon. Share it to a friend who might be struggling, because it's all about having a growth mindset. If you're restricting yourself to grades that aren't very high, you're restricting yourself to low marks, you're not going to cross that boundary. And you need to work hard to achieve these goals, and I hope that you guys do work hard, because that's what this channel is all about, helping you guys to flourish in your lives by seeing how I flourish in mine. And hopefully I flourish in mine. And you can help me flourish by subscribing, like, comment any sort of question you have, any video requests you want to know about me. I love it when people comment. Just comment, literally comment a thumbs up, I'll get gassed. Comment, obviously don't just do that, but like if you have something useful, comment. Thank you very much for watching.